Hello students, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to my channel. This is a very important class on modern playwrights and today we will talk about Terence Rattigan. But before starting, I want to give you a brief introduction about myself. My name is Vrishti Mukherjee. I have qualified NTA UGC NET exam in English literature 3 times and have also qualified West Bengal SET examination. I have 2 years of teaching experience. Moreover, I have also taught in NPTEL online course from IIT Madras 3 times. So that is all about myself. Good evening, Priya. Good evening, Shupriyo. Good evening, Mukesh. Good evening, Javed. Welcome. सो जो भी स्टूडेंट्स वीडियो को देख रहे हो एक बार प्लीज लाइक एंड शेयर कर देना ताकि और भी स्टूडेंट ज्वाइन कर सके. This is the link of my Telegram channel. Those of you who have not joined yet, please join to get notification of all important classes. And also please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel so that many more new learners can join. Good evening, Rajkishore. Welcome. These are the timings of the classes Monday to Friday at 8:30 p.m. Saturday, Sunday off. So don't forget to join me live. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notifications. ভালো আছি বিশাল, তুমি কেমন আছো? Good evening. Okay, so let's start with today's class. Terence Rattigan, 1911 to 1977 is his timeline, and we have discussed Noel Coward in our yesterday's class, and we have already told you that Noel Coward and Terence Rattigan both are representative of or member of drawing room comedy group. Right, so drawing room comedy is not a group, it is a particular type of play. So what is drawing room comedy? We have explained in yesterday's class that it is talking about the comfortable place of your life or the comfortable part of your life. It is not showing you the reality, but it is hiding the reality and presenting you only vanity. So that is how Terence Rattigan is also writing his plays. He is also a member of Drawing Room Comedy, and as a reaction to that, Angry Young Man group emerged, which we have already discussed. John Osborne, Arnold Wesker, they are all angry young men who are protesting against these kind of superficial comedies. Okay, so Terence Rattigan, 1911 to 1977. He was born on 10th June 1911 in London. His father was a diplomat. Okay, kuch basic biographical details. He was educated at Sandriod School. He later studied at Trinity College in Oxford, and he wrote drawing room comedies set in upper middle class background. Yes, so his drawing room comedies also, they are set in upper middle class backgrounds, but it is not talking about the reality like kitchen sink. It is talking about hiding of reality. Okay, he also served as a soldier in the Royal Air Force during the Second World War, and basically his character is very debatable because he is believed to be homosexual. That is why he is a very controversial personality, and finally he died of bone cancer. That was his biography. Good evening, Cherry. Welcome. So zyada important plays nahi hai. We will discuss 5 or 6 important plays of Terence Rattigan. Okay, so this is his biographical details. Only important thing is that he is a member of, or he is an exponent of drawing room comedy. Okay, so let's start discussing his plays. The very first play, that is The Winslow Boy, published in 1946. The Winslow Boy. Now what is the story all about? Winslow Boy, yes, a second. Okay, so it is talking about a particular character. Winslow Boy, एक boy का ही character है यहाँ पर. I don't know why the slide is not changing. Okay, yes. So थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था. So Winslow Boy, it is based on a real life incident, and as I have already told you, Winslow Boy. So Winslow is a young boy. पूरा नाम है Ronnie Winslow, who is a young boy of Royal Naval College. Okay, now he is accused of stealing 5 shilling postal order. पोस्टल ऑर्डर क्या चीज है? इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ पर्टिकुलर मनी, जैसे हम मनी ऑर्डर करते हैं वैसे ही है ये पोस्टल ऑर्डर. सो इट्स अ पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ मनी विच इज यूज टू पोस्ट लेटर्स, और यू मे से दैट it is talking about a kind of money transfer. ठीक है, तो इसको हम पोस्टल ऑर्डर कहते हैं. ठीक है, तो ही इज अक्यूज्ड ऑफ स्टीलिंग अ 5 shilling पोस्टल ऑर्डर. इन्होंने स्टील किया था, ही इज अक्यूज्ड ऑफ दैट. Okay, and his father is asked to take him put from college as he has done. हाँ, यही फर्स्ट स्लाइड, नो इट इज नॉट फर्स्ट स्लाइड, मतलब ये प्ले का ये फर्स्ट स्लाइड है. मैंने पहले एक स्लाइड आपको दिखा था, टेरेंस रैटिगन्स बायोग्राफी. ओके, तो उसका एक स्लाइड था, ये सेकेंड स्लाइड है. So his father is asked to take him put from college. So as he has done a wrong thing as a student, he steals something. तो उसको कॉलेज से बाहर निकालने का डिसीजन लिया गया, एंड हिज फादर इज आस्क्ड टू टेक हिम आउट ऑफ दैट कॉलेज. नाउ again a lawyer comes who agrees to fight Ronnie's case because this is not fully justifiable. Why he has stolen this 5 shilling postal order, that is not inquired, but it is he is branded as a thief, and he is decided to be suspended or get away from school, rusticated from school. So Sir Robert Morton, he agrees to fight Ronnie's case as a lawyer. Now he is very much dispassionate towards the financial sacrifice of Winslow family. वो lawyer है, ठीक है, but he has no feelings towards the financial sacrifice of Winslow family. Okay, he is fighting the case but without any passion, very much dispassionate. But at the end, finally, the lawyer wins the case. एंड रॉनी विंस्लोज के ऊपर जो चार्ज था वो भी हट गया. Later what happens that Ronnie's father is not physically well, his health is declining. Why? Because he is very much tensed, very much anxious, because his daughter Catherine's engagement with John Waterstone is broken. तो ये रिजल्ट था उनके anxiety ka, that is why he is not physically well. And the play ends with a hint. It is not a clear ending, it's an open-ended play. So the play ends with a hint that Sir Robert develops a romantic relationship with Catherine. इसका एक हिंट देकर प्ले एंड होता है कि कैथरीन डेवलप्स अ रिलेशनशिप विद सर रॉबर्ट. हु वाज सर रॉबर्ट? जो कि लॉयर था, रॉनी का लॉयर था. ठीक है, so Catherine has built up a relationship with Robert Morton that was hinted at the end of the play. So that is about the plot, the Winslow Boy. Okay, so setting आप देख रहे हो कि कॉलेज में सेटिंग है जो कि एक बहुत ही लिमिटेड एंड अपर क्लास सेटिंग आप मान सकते हो. एंड द कैरेक्टर इज वेरी सिंपल. कॉलेज स्टूडेंट इज द कैरेक्टर, द मेन प्रोटैगनिस्ट, एंड उसी के अकॉर्डिंग ये स्टोरी मूव हो रहा है. So that is about Winslow Boy, Terence Rattigan's first important play. Next play पे हम आते हैं जो कि famous play है, The Browning version published in 1948. The Browning version published in 1948. Now this play is his best known play. He is famous for this play. It was performed in 1948 at Phoenix Theatre. तो बेसिकली ब्राउनिंग वर्जन का एक एक्सर्प्ट विच इज इंक्लूडेड इन सीबीएसई सिलेबस, सीबीएसई क्लास 11 सिलेबस में ये प्ले दिया है. ठीक है, एक एक्सर्प्ट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर प्ले, ब्राउनिंग वर्जन. सो एक पर्टिकुलर सीन इज गिवन देयर. So basically Browning version is not a single play, it is a combination of 2 short plays jointly titled as Playbill. So 2 short plays, both the plays are together titled as Playbill. Okay, so later these plays are revised and transformed into this particular title, Browning version. Now, what is Browning version actually? Browning here obviously refers to Robert Browning, and this play is referring to a translation of Aeschylus's famous play Agamemnon, made by Robert Browning, which is not so good actually. तो इस translation के बारे में यहाँ पर बात हो रहा है. That is why title is named, the play is named as Browning version. Now it's a very interesting and funny play also. Andrew Crocker Harris, he is a classics teacher in a public school, teacher of classical literature. Classics means classical literature. Okay, so Andrew Crocker Harris, who is a teacher of classical literature in public school, and his character, it is believed that his character is based on Rattigan's tutor at Harrow School, जिसका नाम था J.W. Cook Norris. तो एक ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल टच है ये माना जाता है. J.W. Cook Norris इसके कैरेक्टर के ऊपर बेस्ड है this particular character of Andrew Crocker Harris. Now, what is the plot of the play? Andrew Harris is actually leaving the school after 18 years. He is leaving the school, leaving the job. And generally, he is not very famous. He is not very acceptable among the students because he is a very strict man, very strict and emotionless. Okay, that is why he is generally despised because he has too much strict nature and he is too much emotionless. Now, a student appears in the play, जिसका नाम है Taplow, who is a school boy of 16, and Taplow is very unhappy. He is angry with Crocker Harris because he is given some extra work at the end of the term. तो बेसिकली मतलब टैप्लो के क्यों एक्स्ट्रा काम दिया गया है, बिकॉज हैरिस इज वेरी मच डिसिप्लिन एंड टैप्लो वंस मिस्ड अ सिंगल क्लास ऑफ क्रॉकर हैरिस. ठीक है, तो एज ही इज वेरी मच स्ट्रिक्ट एंड वेरी इमोशनलेस एंड डिसिप्लिनरियन, दैट इज व्हाई ही डजंट वांट टू miss anything. He doesn't like to miss any class of him. That is why when Taplow missed one of his class due to his own illness, तो उन्होंने ये बताया था कि जो चीज उन्होंने मिस किया है उसको फिर से करना है. तो जो होम टास्क उस दिन था वो होम टास्क उसको बाद में दिया गया at the end of the term, and Taplow is about to receive his result. So at that time also, Mr. Crocker Harris is trying to fill up the gap. He is trying to reteach or re-evaluate the lesson which he has missed. So that much strictness is there in Mr. Crocker Harris's way of teaching. So Taplow school में आकर अपना काम कर रहा है, and Taplow is very much anxious because he is about to take his remove. Now, remove here doesn't mean removing. Remove here means actually promotion. So he is very much anxious that whether he is promoted to next class or not, and he is very much eager to know the result because ये classical literature का जो पेपर था एग्जाम में वो उनका उतना अच्छा नहीं हुआ था. So Taplow is fearing of getting detained in the same class. Okay, तो वो फेल कर जाने के बारे में सोच रहा है, but he is very much anxious that वो पास कर पाएगा नेक्स्ट क्लास में या नहीं, वो उसका प्रमोशन होगा या नहीं. So that is the setting when Taplow is doing that extra job. He is very much anxious. And why he is anxious? Because Taplow dislikes literature. Taplow को literature बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है, especially Browning's translation of Agamemnon, which is very much disturbing, and not only disturbing but very much boring and very difficult to read. There are so much Greek words which Browning is also unable to translate. तो बहुत ही ज्यादा मतलब डिफिकल्ट टेक्स्ट है पढ़ने में, एंड जिस तरीके से इसको पढ़ाया गया है बाय मिस्टर क्रॉकर हैरिस, दैट इज आल्सो नॉट एंजॉयबल. सो टैप्लो हैज अ ग्रेट डिसलाइक अगेंस्ट लिटरेचर. Okay, good evening Papri, good evening Jyoti, welcome. So now Taplow is conversing with another teacher जो कि साइंस का टीचर है, मिस्टर फ्रैंक नॉरिस. ओके, सो फ्रैंक के साथ वो कॉन्वर्स कर रहे हैं. नाउ टैप्लो इज वेंटिंग हिज एंगर ऑन मिस्टर क्रॉकर हैरिस बिफोर फ्रैंक. ठीक है, तो फ्रैंक इज अ साइंस टीचर एंड टैप्लो लव्स टू रीड साइंस. ओके, सो टैप्लो क्या कर रहे हैं, ही इज इमिटेटिंग हैरिस's voice but later feels sorry for that. And Taplow, the relationship between Taplow and Crocker Harris, that is very peculiar relationship. Taplow himself says that he doesn't like this man because he is too much emotionless. He is like a nut who is always very hard, who has no emotion, no feelings. He is a very a strict person, not even a human being. He is rather a beast. तो इतना सारा कंप्लेन है टैप्लो का अपने टीचर के ऊपर, बट स्टिल टैप्लो सेज दैट आई लाइक द मैन. व्हाई? बिकॉज ही इज वेरी मच डेडिकेटेड. एट द सेम टाइम ही इज वेरी मच स्ट्रिक्ट, ही इज डिसिप्लिनरियन, but he never beats his students, he never tortures his students physically. Only he is trying to make them cautious, make them aware of their own career, own study. ही ऑलवेज वांट्स देम टू मेक गुड रिजल्ट, तो इसी के लिए वो कुछ ज्यादा ही स्ट्रिक्ट बिहेव करते हैं, बट टेप्लो लाइक्स हिम। एट द एंड ही ऑल्सो सेज दैट ही लाइक्स हिम। ज्योति, हम आज बात कर रहे हैं टेरेंस रैटिगन की, एंड ये आपके फोर्थ स्लाइड है। एज आई थिंक फर्स्ट स्लाइड में हमने बायोग्राफी बताया, नेक्स्ट दो स्लाइड में वी हैव डिस्कस्ड वन प्ले दैट इज द विंस्लो बॉय, एंड नाउ वी आर डिस्कसिंग द ब्राउनिंग वर्जन विच इज द मोस्ट फेमस प्ले ऑफ टेरेंस रैटिगन। Okay, so coming back to the plot, so Taplow imitates and he feels sorry for that. Now when he is imitating Crocker Harris's voice, Millie Crocker Harris arrives. Millie Crocker Harris कौन है? Crocker Harris का wife, so Mrs. Crocker Harris, that is known as Millie Crocker Harris. So Millie Crocker Harris arrives and sends Taplow away to buy some medicines. ठीक है, तो उनको मेडिसिन लाने के लिए बाहर भेज रहे हैं, एंड शी ऑल्सो इन्फॉर्म्स दैट हैरिस विल नॉट कम right now because he is busy in another work. He will come later, so Taplow can come after 1 or 2 hours and can meet him. तो उसको बाहर भेज रहे हैं कुछ मेडिसिन लाने के लिए। सो यहाँ तक दिया हुआ है आपका, जो मैंने बताया सीबीएसई क्लास 11 के बुक में यहाँ तक दिया हुआ है एक सब वर्जन, बट पूरा प्ले क्या है, इसके बाद एक डिस्टर्बिंग सिचुएशन क्रिएट हो रहा है। It is revealed that Millie Crocker Harris also doesn't like her husband because of his too much strictness, and she has a romantic relationship with Frank. तो जब टैप्लो बाहर जाते हैं मेडिसिन लाने के लिए, देन फ्रैंक एंड मिली दे टॉक टू ईच अदर एंड दे आर इन्वॉल्व्ड रोमांटिकली, सो दैट situation is created, and Millie explains that Harris is going to leave his job due to his poor heart condition. It is also revealed that Harris is not well. Okay, Andrew Harris is not well, and he is leaving his job due to his poor heart condition or some health problem. Now finally Andrew comes back, and when he learns that Taplow has arrived but Taplow is sent away by his wife, he is not happy because that is a kind of neglecting his duties. So Andrew is not happy. Andrew again calls Taplow. Taplow again comes, and amidst his study, the headmaster, Dr. Frobisher, comes to talk to Andrew. Comes to talk to Andrew. तो क्या हो रहा है कि when Taplow is reading with Crocker Harris, when finally he returns, बीच में फिर से एक बार disturbance create हो रहा है when the headmaster, Dr. Frobisher, comes to talk with Andrew. Now he says that Andrew will not receive any pension if he leaves the job in between. तो ये उसको बताते हैं, एंड फाइनली टैप्लो गिफ्ट्स हैरिस द फर्स्ट ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ एगामेम्नॉन, दैट वाज द लास्ट गिफ्ट ऑफ टैप्लो टू क्रॉकर हैरिस, एंड फ्रैंक नाउ टेल्स एंड्रयू टू लीव मिली बिकॉज दैट काइंड ऑफ रिलेशनशिप इज आल्सो देयर बिटवीन फ्रैंक एंड मिली. नाउ एंड्रयू फाइनली admits his failure as a teacher and he leaves the play. So that is how the play ends, the Browning version. Okay, so setting is in school again, but it is talking about the life of a teacher and also मतलब उसके professional life and personal life दोनों के बारे में ही बात कर रहे हैं. Terence Rattigan is play. Okay, so that is about the Browning version, which is the most famous play of Terence Rattigan. Now we move on to his next play, The Deep Blue Sea, published in 1952. The Deep Blue Sea, it is also made into a film. Okay, and basically it is also based on relationship. It is based on his relationship with Kenneth Morgan. Okay, so main character कौन है? Hester Collier. Hester Collier is the main character who has failed to commit suicide. इससे प्ले स्टार्ट होता है, वो बहुत बार ट्राई कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, फेल टू कमिट, वो बहुत बार ट्राई कर रहे हैं सुसाइड कमिट करने का, सो ही हैज फेल्ड टू कमिट सुसाइड. Yes, Shupriyo is right. We often neglect these dramatists, Noel Coward, Terence Rattigan, and that is why they are lesser known to us, but they are very important. So watch this video again, and I hope you will get the plots clear. Okay, so the Deep Blue Sea में जो main character है Hester Collier, who has failed to commit suicide. And why she has trying to commit suicide for so many times, because she is not happy in her marital life. Her husband William, who is a high court judge, he has a relationship with Freddie Page, another lady. That is why Hester Collier is very much disturbed and she decides to commit suicide. but she fails to do so. Okay. Now, Freddie is posted in South America and their relationship breaks. Okay. When Freddie Page is posted in South America, so the relationship between William and Freddie, it breaks, it has a kind of obstacle. हेस्टर लेटर डिसाइड्स टू लीव सो अब हेस्टर को का एक रियलाइजेशन हो रहा है कि शी हैज ट्राइड सेवरल टाइम्स टू कमिट सुसाइड बट शी हैज फेल्ड टू डू सो एंड एट द एंड शी हैज रियलाइज्ड दैट इट इज वेरी फुलिश थिंग टू डिस्ट्रॉय योर ओन लाइफ because of some other cause. So life is very precious to all of us and it is not a wise decision to destroy your life. So finally Hester decides that whatever happens, I must leave. I must have to I must have to survive or I must need to assert my individuality. Hester decides to leave finally and he meets another man named Mr. Miller, who is an ex-doctor and also an outcast. Mr. Miller is also a kind of outcast. He is not also happy with his own life. So दोनों के बीच में काफी ज्यादा similarities hai. So finally they two form a friendship which is very curious to interpret, very curious friendship दोनों के बीच में हो रहा है एट द सेम टाइम फ्रेंडशिप एट द सेम टाइम लव एट द सेम टाइम रेस्पेक्ट तो एक मिक्सचर सब चीज का एक मिक्सचर हो रहा है वेरी पिक्यूलियर फ्रेंडशिप but with the support and encouragement from Mr. Miller, Hester decides to leave. So that is the story, The Deep Blue Sea, where you may say that it is a story of struggle of a woman who finally decides to give more importance to her own life than any other thing. Okay, so that is about the play The Deep Blue Sea, which is also made into a film. Same title tha, I think, Deep Blue Sea. Okay, so that is about Hester Collier is the main character, remember that, and how she is trying to leave again. Okay, moving on to next play, Separate Tables, published in 1954. Separate Tables. Now this is also very interesting title. It is also a combination of two plays. तो एक ही टाइटल से पब्लिश हुआ है बट इसके अंदर दो अलग अलग प्ले है ठीक है combination of two plays. Now but both the plays have same setting. It is set in Bureau Guard public hotel private hotel. एक होटल में इसका सेटिंग ठीक है. So first play का टाइटल है Table by the Window, which features Martin is a character dining with his ex-wife. So दोनों की स्टोरी ही टेबल के ऊपर बेस्ड है. तो डाइनिंग टेबल is the setting. First play Table by the Window, which is talking about two characters, Martin and his ex-wife. Both are dining together. अब ये मार्टिन कौन है? मार्टिन is a politician, but now not so popular. His popularity is decreased. He is now a very frustrated man, a frustrated politician. And his wife, after his divorce, his wife remarries and again gets divorced. Okay, so twice divorced, and finally his wife returns to Martin and reconciles with Martin. तो अब दोनों एक दूसरे के साथ डिनर कर रहे हैं. That is the play, and they are conversing with each other, okay, on different issues. But what happens later that Martin develops another relationship with another lady, जो कि है hotel manager Miss Cooper. Okay, so Martin is not even faithful to his own wife. He develops another relationship with Miss Cooper when he was divorced. तो जब उनका डिवोर्स हो चुका था उसके बाद मार्टिन डेवलप्स अनदर रिलेशनशिप विद मिस कूपर बट मिस कूपर इज अ जेनरस लेडी व्हेन शी सीज दैट his own wife returns back, his own wife decides to live with him again. Cooper realizes their emotional bonding between the two, and she also supports their reconciliation, though she loves Martin, but still वो उन दोनों के रिकॉन्सिलिएशन को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं बिकॉज दैट इज लेजिबल एंड that is legitimate and that is also accepted. So Mr. Cooper is also accepting the same thing that yes, they two must reconcile if they want to get reconciled. So ये first play. Second play में क्या है? Table number 7. That is the second play, which is talking about also a kind of relationship story. And here Major Pollock is a character. Now Pollock is trying to hide the news of his sexual harassment of a woman in local cinema. तो न्यूज़पेपर में ये न्यूज पब्लिश हुआ है कि मेजर पोलॉक हैज harassed a woman sexually in local cinema. Now, Pollock is trying to hide that news from everyone because that will stain his reputation. Okay. Now, later what happens that a repressed woman, very depressed, repressed woman falls in love with him. Cooper again tries to manage the situation. तो Cooper दोनों ही plays में common character है. वो वहां पर भी reconciliation में मदद कर रहा है between Martin and his ex-wife. And in this play also, Miss Cooper is trying to manage the situation when Major Pollock is trying to hide that news and another woman has fallen in love with him and she is also about to know that particular truth. तो ये relationship भी एकदम at the edge of breaking खड़ा है. उसमें Cooper फिर से आते हैं इस पूरे situation को manage करने. ठीक है. So that is how the plot is started. And that is how the two players combined. So Miss Cooper is a common character. Okay, Miss Cooper is a common character where you will find that in both the plays, Miss Cooper is trying to play the role of a reconciliator. Okay, तो ये स्टोरी है दोनों प्ले का एंड दोनों प्ले एक साथ पब्लिश हुआ था सेपरेट टेबल्स नाम से, बट इट इज ए कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ टू डिफरेंट. Okay, the last play of today's class which we are going to discuss, that is Ross, published in 1960. Now, Ross is a very interesting play. It's a biographical play. Okay, it's a biographical play and it depicts the life of T.E. Lawrence. Biographical play which depicts the life of T.E. Lawrence. It was set in 1922 when Lawrence was hiding under an assumed name as aircraftman Ross in Royal Air Force. So Ross is title of the play and Ross is actually referring to T.E. Lawrence. तो रॉस उनका एक pseudonym था, आप कह सकते हो, and that pseudonym was taken by him when he was serving in the Royal Air Force. Okay, so as an assumed name as aircraftman Ross in Royal Air Force. Now Lawrence is given an assignment as a liaison officer. Okay, he is given that assignment as an officer. Later, during his duty as a part of Royal Air Force, he meets a man called Oda Ibutai, Turkish man, Oda Ibutai. He meets with him, and basically during that time when he is serving as a liaison officer, Turkish military governor is in uneasy position. So Turkey में एक political turmoil चल रहा है उस time and the governor is in uneasy position. So it is a political play definitely and also biographical, and the play ends with RAF officers. RAF means Royal Air Force officers trying to smuggle Lawrence away from the barracks before the press. तो उनको ही स्मगल कर दिया जा रहा है at the end. That is how the play ends. That is based on a real story. It really happened in the life of T.E. Lawrence. So it's a biographical play, but it is based on his pseudonym Ross. Okay, तो pseudonym से ये play लिखा गया है. Okay, so that is about Terence Rattigan's important works, and ज्यादा important works नहीं है, बस most important play है Browning version. इसको आप जरूर अच्छे से पढ़ के जाना. Okay, because it is the most famous play of Terence Rattigan. Otherwise, all the other plays which I have told you, just read a brief summary of the play and that will be enough. Okay, so that is about Terence Rattigan. I hope I am clear with all the plays. I have tried to simplify the plays as much as I can. So if you have any confusion, then you can definitely let me know in Telegram channel also. And if you find any difficulty in understanding the plot and watch this video again, I hope you will get it clear. Okay, so that is the end of today's class. Thank you all for joining. This is the link of my Telegram channel. So those of you who have not joined yet, please join to get notification of all important classes. And also please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel so that many more new learners can join. So we will meet again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. with a new topic, with a new class. Okay, so don't forget to join me live. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notifications. So thank you all. Bye bye everyone. Good night. See you all tomorrow at 8:30 p.m.